Well, hello there, from Penn's Woods. Well, one of the things I want to talk about, I got a new pack. It's supposed to be a German pack, but in the tag in German, it says camper pack down in here. It's just a real cheap rucksack. It does have some nice features. It has aluminum stay in it, and it says BW Camp Rucksack Woodland, and of course it's in German, so it doesn't say a whole lot, but it has storm collar on it. It has lots of pockets. I like lots of pockets because, like, I can put my water bottle in here, my cook kit in there, and I can throw some victuals in here. I like this because I can throw coat on there or sleeping pad. Has another little front pocket here, and it has, this bottom piece here, there's a zipper spot. I can put stuff in here. Looks like we got a four-wheeler coming through. So anyhow, like I said, I was out in the Scout today. It has a place for a hatchet. Velcro spot to put a small hatchet, or maybe a small gun stock in there. I don't know if my Lot 6 would fit in there, but these aren't big enough. It has bottom lash tabs, which is cool, because in case you want to, overpack. But all in all, the reason why I got this is for the grandson for hunting season. I don't like to take my canvas pack because it's brown, and up here there's an old saying, if it's brown it's down, and I don't want anybody shooting around us, so that's why I kind of like camouflage or green, OD green, for a backpack. It's just a safety thing, but I have another camo pack, but it's too big for him, and it kind of sets on his hips, and it's pulling him back, so I kind of wanted to try to get a different one. I have another German rucksack, army rucksack coming that I seen another guy do a review on, and kind of anxious to wait till that comes from Sportsman Guide. This here I got from Coleman's out of down near Harrisburg. They had a sale on them, and I kind of like this, and they had another one, and because I like the woodland, I got the woodland instead of the German Fleck. But I think the German Fleck would have been an actual German rucksack. There's a haul hoop here, another pocket here. Of course, the side pouch up here, I ain't too wild about that, but for like when I'm not carrying anything, my extra water bottle. It is warm out. I actually could have put it in there and throwed it, but I like to keep it from dinging around. I have about 34 pounds in it. Everything for a overnighter. I have a wool blanket, bullet fleece blanket, tarp in here, food, extra water, pot, my grill. Thanks, Mike, again. Love it. a small tarp for laying down. Now I don't have the foam pad in here. When I do the overnight with this pack, just to see how it shakes down, and because when I'm out here, I like to have enough stuff in case I wound a deer and have to pick the trail up in the morning. Because the best hunting is early in the morning and in the evening. And like I said, I'm out in the scout looking for deer, and I haven't seen a lot of sign. I've seen some signs. I do have my game camera here to set out, and I have my GPS to come back. Yes, I use a GPS. I use also a map and compass. But GPS, as long as they don't put air in it, too much air in it, it'll take me right back to the spot within 50 feet. And which it's a lot faster because I can just set the coordinates and start walking, and it'll keep giving me a countdown to about the same spot. Years ago, I had guys that were too lazy to go out and pre-season scout for deer, and so what they'd do is they'd get up and wait for me at the parking lot, and then they'd follow me in and hunt next to me, and then of course I didn't get a deer, and because they were too lazy to go out and pre-season scout, and they figure I knew where all the deer hot spots was. Yeah, I spend time in the woods. That's why I'm up here scouting right now. After I do this video and one more, I am gonna walk down this trail, and then I'm gonna turn the GPS on and head back towards the car. If I don't see more deer signs, I ain't even gonna put my camera out. It's nice and brushy up here, thick. It probably would be a good spot, but I think this was owned by the coal company, and there's roads all over the place, and a lot of people ride their four-wheelers up here, and every time I run into a situation like that, it is a three-ring circus. Everybody's riding around in their four-wheelers, and of course the deer move out, and you don't see anything, and all you get is pestered by every Tom, Dick, and Harry on a four-wheeler. I too would like to have a place where I could ride my four-wheeler, go up, take my gear up, shut the four-wheeler off, hunt all goddamn day, maybe spend the night, load my stuff back on it, and if I get a deer, throw the deer on, ride out, because I'm 60 years old, my knees aren't that great. I would appreciate a place like that, but just not everybody is willing to let you run on their property. There is some places in the state that has four-wheeler trails, but they close them down in hunting season. They don't permit us hunters to use them to go back and go camping now. The one place is open in deer season or bow season, but not rifle season. So you'd have 2 weeks to hunt, taking your four-wheeler back in bow season, and they shut it down. Well, that's just when it starts getting good, and so you'd have to lug all your gear. That's another kind of reason why I like a small rucksack with just a bare minimum. I like to try to keep it under 28 pounds, but comfort things, I don't want to overpack because I'm carrying a crossbow or carrying a 7-pound odd 6, and then you're climbing up these mountains. I'm 60 years old, and I'm not in bad shape, but I'm not in the greatest shape. So anyhow, that's another reason why I'm out here, is to get my legs stretched out and beefed up for bow season. I'll be out taking more hikes, and you'll probably be seeing some more videos. Sorry, my Mike 808 or Mike for not getting another kayak deal. I got poisoned, and I got into some duck insulation, and I'm allergic to it, and I broke out, so I didn't. And my wife was canning, so I stayed around to help her. And this weekend and last weekend, I was fighting a sinus infection, so I haven't been out of the house other than cut the grass and get poisoned. So I apologize for that. As soon as I can get out on the kayak, I'd like to do an overnighter. So that's kind of the talk I want today. This does ride nice. It doesn't have any maybe I could bend the stays a little bit to get it away from my back. Got a little sweaty. I don't know if you can see this or not, but I can live with that because it does hold close to your back, and climbing up and down these mountains, I don't want something, pulling on my shoulders. I like it sitting there square. The only other thing I would say, that this hip belt isn't very wide, but it does have a hip belt, and that's a plus. The only thing it doesn't have is a sternum strap, and I like a sternum strap because it keeps the strap, your shoulder straps, in away from these two nerves here, which makes your hands go to sleep and start tingling. But I can add one of them. I might have an old pack that has one on, and I'll put it on. That's the only thing that I probably gonna do. These pockets here on the side, they have a slide in there, so you could stick something else in there. Like if I didn't want my tripod or my axe to ride here, I could slide it in here, and then it's not going to fall out. And I can tuck it up underneath the top lid. And like I said, for $30-some, it's not a bad pack. I've paid more than that at Walmart and had the thing in a year and a half blow up. So you'll see an update review on this sooner or later. I'll tell you more about it, whether it's worth buying or not, but so far I'm happy with it. So have a great day. I'll catch you later.